Let's talk about why new homes are unaffordable in Oshawa. I'm sure you're already saying to yourself it's because of high prices, high interest rates, lack of supply, and the many other reasons that people think it's unaffordable to buy houses.
Well, thank you, Captain Obvious.
And you're definitely not wrong, but I want to give you my thoughts on a couple other reasons why it's particularly difficult for first-time homebuyers to get into the market and what Oshawa might be able to do to try and help fix it. My name is Jessie McLellan and I'm a realtor here in Oshawa, Ontario. If you'd like to stay up to date on the real estate market, especially what's happening in Durham Region and the GTA, then please subscribe to our channel. And if you enjoy this video, I'd appreciate if you'd give it a thumbs up, and that way it can help us reach more people like you. And if you'd like to have a call with me about buying or selling a property in the Durham region, you can use the first link in the description to book a time that works for you. So recently there was an article that said 40% of new construction homes were occupied by renters. And I thought that was really interesting, and I started to think, why is that the case? And I think that there are really three things to consider. First, according to Statistics Canada and their last census, 2/3 of Canadians own a property. Now that is down since their last census, but it does make the headline of 40% of new construction occupants are renters seem a little less significant to me. The second thing to consider is the overall cash needed to purchase a pre-construction home. Unlike resale where you just need to come up with your minimum down payment and closing costs, with pre-construction you usually have predetermined dates for payments where you have to come up with a lot of cash prior to occupancy. For example, I got an email about an upcoming condo apartment being built where prices start at $770,000 and go up to well over $2 million. And buyers would need to have 20% down over 4 payments of 5% each over the next year and a half. And occupancy isn't until 2028. So for one of the cheaper options, not only do you have to have access to an excess of $200,000 in cash over the next year and a half, you'll also have to find somewhere else to live until 2028. And that's not something that most homeowners can do, let alone a first-time buyer.
Oh, hell no.
Now I know this is a pretty extreme example, but I did receive this project's brochure email the other day, and I thought it really helped to articulate this point. And I'm not going to get into assignment sales or anything like that in this video because I really do want the point to be about who owns versus who is going to occupy these new build homes. And my third point is many pre-construction builds are being designed and marketed towards investors. Lots of investors are using cash and may be able to purchase multiple units, so of course builders want to cater to those investors. If you take a look at where I live, which is in Oshawa, condos are usually the easiest for first-time home buyers to get into, so let's start there. Think of the last 2 or 3 condo buildings that were built in Oshawa. They're located in the north end near Durham College, and if you haven't been inside those units, I'll give you the scoop. Most of them are 0-bedroom bachelor apartments and they are smaller than the size of most hotel rooms. They have a Murphy bed that can be pulled down and then when it's flipped up can be used as a table and a little kitchenette area. It does also have ensuite laundry, but it's a design that works particularly well for students, and the people who buy those units are typically investors. Now, this absolutely isn't a video about me talking bad about investors. I think owning real estate is one of the best ways you can generate long-term wealth. And as I said before, 1/3 of Canadians are renting, and there will always be a need and a demand to rent homes. So there will always be a need for investors. But I am just trying to point out why so many investors purchase pre-construction and why Oshawa is lacking some of the opportunities for first-time home buyers. What's unfortunate about these bachelor units is, unlike Toronto, most lenders won't lend on something that small. They're considered a micro condo. Toronto has a ton of bachelor units and it doesn't seem to be the same issue on the lending side there. But here in Oshawa, those units are located up at the north end, right near UOIT and Durham College, and it seems like the lending here hasn't quite caught up. So even if a student was financially capable of purchasing a unit and carrying that cost, it's likely that they would run into issues with financing for them. Now, somewhere like 1800 Simcoe Street North has a mixture of 0-bedroom bachelor units all the way up to 3-bedroom units. Well, a 3-bedroom condo would work well for a first-time buyer or a young couple, right? But here's the layout of those 3-bedroom condo apartments. These 3-bedroom units are again designed for students and marketed for investors. Nothing is labeled as the primary bedroom. Each bedroom has access to a bathroom, and the floor plans are really designed with students and investors in mind. Again, I don't think it's bad that these buildings exist. In fact, I think the complete opposite. I think it's a great thing. It gives parents the opportunity to purchase and rent to their children. It gives some students the opportunity to purchase and own something and build equity while they go to school. And even for those who rent it, it provides suitable housing very close to campus. I understand why it's great and designed for students and investors. All I'm trying to point out is these can't be the only condos being built in Oshawa, especially if we want to see more opportunities for first-time home buyers. And if we look at new construction that isn't a condo building, unfortunately it doesn't get much better. There are a lot of 3-story townhomes being built in Durham Region that are marketed as luxury townhomes and have a price tag that reflects that. And then there are 4-bedroom detached homes being built that often well exceed the $1 million price point. And they are all beautiful homes and can work for a variety of people and families. And it's great to add homes to the market, but unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of supply being added for those looking to enter the market. I know there are some nice communities east of us in Port Hope and Coburg that are building some condos and some smaller homes, which would be great opportunities for first-time home buyers. And I'd love to see Oshawa doing the same. In my opinion, we need a better variety of homes being built. The good news is there are condo buildings and homes in Durham Region that are great for first-time home buyers. There are opportunities that come up, and if there's nothing in Durham Region that fits in your budget, it's likely that you'll be able to find something that fits in your budget in a 30 to 45 minute drive from Durham Region. If you ever have any questions, you can use the link in the description to book a call with me at a time that works for you. One thing that can help a lot is opening yourself up to more options, whether that's a short commute outside of Durham Region or considering a condo as your starter home. It might not be exactly what you wanted for your first home, but it can be used as a stepping stone to get you where you want to be in the future. That's all for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!